Good morning, y'all. It's Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. Gonna talk a little bit about the fishing right now. All the ice is finally gone. Looks like this week's gonna be pretty good weather for February. We've had 60s, almost 70s the last 4 or 5 days. This weather's been crazy. I heard pretty well all the ice was gone on the lake yesterday. I was in the shop all day this weekend. As far as ice report, I think there's still some creeks down on Lake Ozarks has a little bit in them, but as far as Truman, I heard there pretty much wasn't any left yesterday, so that's good to know. As far as crappie bite is awesome right now, and it all just depends on how you want to catch them. As far as down below the dam, the dead water, I've caught limits in there pretty well every time I've went down there. Friday I fished in there. We started off throwing over fish back. Finally I said, we're going to keep catching these this good. I'm going to keep some, give to my mom. So we ended up keeping 2 limits of crappie, kept like 27 white bass, just spider rigging minnows. A lot of people, I thought spider rigging was a thing of the past. I've been posting this last 2 weeks since I ain't been catfishing. That's the easiest way for me to crappie fish with clients since I don't have forward-facing sonar. So I just spider rigged with them. A lot of people yesterday was going back to spider rigging. That dead water, it's always good. You catch white bass, crappie, occasional walleye, occasional catfish in there. It's pretty good. That's just right down below the dam where the docks are. For the people bank fishing, you could throw a slip cork off them docks. Use some good clear line down there though. I think that's making a difference. Good fluorocarbon. That water's still pretty clear. Throw you a slip cork anywhere from 8 to 18 foot deep. Them crappie all day long was up and down, up and down. A few times they dropped all the way down to the bottom in almost 24 foot of water. But early of a morning, they was up closer to the banks, and they come all the way up to 7, 8 foot at one point. So I know you could have caught them real good off them docks with a slip cork at that point. They didn't want a lot of movement on it. They wanted it, even jigs, they just wanted them almost sitting perfectly still. I was catching them on a small Harms dagger, little bitty guy, and then I was catching them on a big 3-inch bait too. I'd put it on hoping for a walleye, and I was catching crappie on it. That's about all I caught on it. So that bite's definitely there if you put in the time to figure it out. It's pretty easy. As far as crappie on Truman, you can catch them however you want to catch them right now. The upper creeks, upper lake, it's all thawed out now. They've been catching them up there 2 foot deep jigging. Done heard of guys catching them on a court, just like they was before the ice come on. That is shallower water up there, so you know them fish can't go deep. As you come down the lake, them fish are going to start getting deeper, just like some of you have heard me talk about the thermocline, like a pie wedge. Well, it's nothing to do with thermocline, but that's where the warmth is going to be in the water. So them fish are going to be wherever it's the warmest. So as you come down the lake, they're going to get deeper and deeper and deeper. The main lake, I was catching all my crappie 30 to 35 foot deep this week. So, you know, mid-lake, you're probably going to be 20, 25 foot deep. So it just varies. I do know there was some crappie caught on the Osage this week. There was some crappie caught on the Big Palmy this week. And the Grand and Big Tebow and Little Tebow. So pretty well the whole lake has a crappie bite in it right now. You just gotta put in the time and find them. Next, white bass. Like I said, down below, I haven't heard of much white bass up on the lake yet. They'll be showing up in some of them creeks and stuff too here pretty soon. I think a lot of them stay in them big creeks all winter, honestly. I see them once in a while while I'm catching bait. Catfish, they've been really slow. They're fixing, this week I think they're fixing to take off. Now that the ice has gone out of the shallows, I think the next bite we're going to have on catfish up on Truman is going to all be a shallow water bite. I don't think it's going to be the deeper bite like we had before the ice. That deeper water's probably got enough dead shad in it. They're not going to do a whole lot. As far as where at on the lake, I think it's going to be just pretty well all over the lake. I do know there was some fish caught up in the river part of the Osage this weekend. Everybody I talked to, there was a few fish caught deep. Most of them I talked to caught them shallower up there where there wasn't near as many shad that died. There was a few fish caught on the upper Grand yesterday. I gave some buddies some bait. They went up there. They caught a good mess. Didn't tear them up, but they did catch some fish. So I think by the middle of this week, that bite's going to be on really good. I think upper Lake of the Ozarks will still be a little while where there was a lot of shad died. Browns Bend, it was just full of dead shad. Rainy Creek was full of dead shad. Big Buffalo, I would say, it had a lot of bait in it before that ice come on. Little Buffalo, it just depends. You know, them shallows might warm up and they might start feeding like crazy this week. So it'll probably be more of an afternoon bite if you do find that. But it'll be there. It ain't going to be very far away. Just like in that last video I talked about a few years ago, we had that really good shallow water bite right the second week of February. That's probably what we're going to see again this year. So that's really about all I've got as far as walleye. They started catching several good walleye down below the dam right at dark, right as the sun goes down. Some guys I know, they've been catching 2, 3. Haven't seen any limits yet, but I'm sure there's been a few limits come out. Seen some up to 6, 7, 8 pounds already. Nothing really over 8 pounds, but they're starting. So that's about all I've got for you guys this week. Have a good one, and good luck if you get out there fishing. Thank you.